Welcome back, everyone, to the Season of Ghosts, everyone's favorite time of the year. In our last session, our group of folk heroes, having made their way across Woodraft Lake to the north side of Willow Shore, the side theoretically most heavily infested with monsters currently, and began to return to your various houses in order to re-equip and re-gear yourselves. Starting at Gaius's house, picking up the equipment he had left behind, his armor and shield, as well as fighting off a few nearby massive cockroaches that had infested one of the nearby buildings, at the warning of a few of the other phantoms that seemingly were still in the area. Making your way over to Cyan's house. Thankfully, nothing quite untoward happened there, and you were able to relatively easily pick up the supplies you had there and make your way a bit further north from there to the Hand of Spring, the clinic here in Willow Shore, where Dr. Dami, Cyan's uncle, resided, as well as a few people who had managed to make it there safely. Arriving in time in order to fight off a few more of these massive centipedes that were attacking and had seemingly decided to attack the sort of guardian spirit, the gecko that had arrived in order to protect the clinic. You all finally had the opportunity to rest peacefully for the night, picking up some elixirs that might help you out from Dr. Dami's storage, as well as a dose of Dreamtime tea, something that you can hopefully use, potentially, to drug the Buso guarding Dawnstead Bridge, either kill it yourselves, or hoping that relighting the Eternal Lantern with those 3 blessed coins you have picked up will be enough to just drive off the monsters infesting the region. So, everyone at this point can go ahead and feel free to hit that long rest button on your character sheets.
Awesome.
And as the next morning, the first day of the week, even Monday itself, arrives, what would you all like to do today?
Well, if my memory serves, we had agreed that we were going to go check out Granny Who's before anything else, right? I mean, I'm fine if we do something else. I just remember that being discussed.
You absolutely can.
And I realized it probably sounded awful for a bit because I did not have my mic set up right.
Yeah, you sounded distant there for a bit.
I had forgot to move. I have my mic on a boom arm, and I had forgot to. I was talking at it, and it was behind my friggin' monitor.
I had been boosting your volume slowly, assuming it was just something wonky on your end, and then all
It
of a
was
sudden it
just
was loud
me.
again.
It was just me forgetting.
Good to know.
Technology work. Did we want to go there, or did we want to go to the bridge first?
My thought was if we do go to Granny Hughes, because they clearly have docks over there, maybe they have fishermen or other boaters who can assist us to get back across.
Yeah,
rather than
that could also work.
You want to cross the water again?
Well, we might need to.
Well, we don't want to fight through downtown to cross the bridge and then having our big fight.
Yeah.
There was
also,
that weird clattering you were hearing coming from the direction of downtown last night, for sure.
Yeah. And also, Kimori has sort of a vain hope that perhaps his family might have fled to Granny Hughes, at least maybe his mother and sister.
And maybe they might have some information or something for us there before we try to take on anything big, seeing as there's hopefully holdouts there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, let's go up.
Yep.
All right. Making your way over to the Sibadue.
I believe so.
All right, and just remind me, what exploration actions are everyone taking?
I'll be doing seek.
Okay.
Avoiding notice.
Okay.
I'll continue doing seek as well.
Sounds good.
I'm going to do
Scouting?
scout.
Sounds good. And Co?
I guess detect magic repeatedly.
Sounds good. All right. Then Kurmori and Gaius, perception checks, please. Cyan, a stealth check for you.
Yeah. I already rolled mine.
I see that. I'm so proud of you.
Woo!
Okay.
Stealthy.
Fantastic. All right. With the mist once more descending upon Willowshore come morning, you all begin the long trek down the road towards the Sibadue Exchange. It's a relatively open area, much like the south of the city, very heavily farmland, as opposed to the heavy residential area that makes up downtown. And the majority of the buildings you come across seem to be relatively unaffected by the onslaught of monsters up until this point. But even still, you make your way carefully down the road towards Granny Who's. It takes about 30 minutes to travel there. You may speed up your token movement. I appreciate the slow movement. I really do. I want to say that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for doing that. It helps me a lot to see that. This is a situation. I am not ambushing you first thing in the morning. And you do not notice anything out of the ordinary. As you approach the exchange itself, though, you can see the few windows on the front seem to have been boarded up almost in a hurry, and there are a few of the nearby warehouses. Kuramori, you specifically notice a couple heads sort of peeking up through openings in the windows where they haven't been boarded up quite properly, but when they see movement, very quickly scurry back down, dropping out of sight. But you do see what looks to be people hiding here.
All right, in the main building.
The main building and the surrounding warehouses. Many of these sort of buildings, just sort of generally in this area, you could briefly see people in some of the windows.
Certainly people here.
Combat music?
Yeah.
We don't need combat music.
Hopefully there's a bunch of people that are all right.
It was a very dramatic walk.
We
Buck-
just had a horse following us. It's all good.
yeah, Buckthorn just kind of shrugs. He doesn't, and just goes up and knocks on the door.
Okay. Just rapping pretty heavily on the door as you all sort of wait and see. A minute or two passes before the door opens very slightly and someone peeks out from inside. How recognizable would you say you are here in town, Buckthorn?
I would say decently. I mean, he works. Anybody that's been to the Leshy Salon would know him, and he does walk around the town quite a bit.
Okay.
Kind of sticks out.
This person is not going to look at you and think you're a monster.
He goes, hey, we just came to see if anyone was actually here.
More survivors. Thank goodness. Quickly, come in. And this person will push the door open a bit wider for you all to enter.
Buckthorn will walk in, kind of excitedly to see more people.
Okay.
I'll follow right behind them.
Somebody will follow in as well.
Yep, me too.
All right.
Yep.
As you guys enter the large sort of open warehouse that makes up the trade office. You can see a pretty large table has been set up in the center of the room. There's maybe 3 of the town guards standing about, just sort of hands resting on their weapons, shields on the ground next to them, not necessarily on their arm at the moment. They seem sort of at ease, but also there is still a tension on their faces that you have become increasingly familiar to see on the faces of people you come across. Even if they are in a place that they think is safe, no one is ever truly relaxing at the moment until what exactly is going on has been figured out and everyone who can be saved has been. The table itself in the center of the room, you can see has a decently sized map of Willowshore spread out atop it, normally used for sort of talking about trade routes with the surrounding regions and whatnot. At the moment, the surrounding areas have been entirely ignored, and only Willowshore is being focused on. You can see a number of pieces from just a regular set of 8 paces are marking a number of different areas, most especially the downtown area of the map. And the 2 people who are looking over the map at the moment are very recognizable. Kim Gu-won, a cleric of Kofusachi, who is typically one of the people in charge here at the trade office, a expert in calligraphy who, when he's not working here, is very often helping teach people his skill. And of course, the most important person, the person you came to see, Granny Hu Banyang, is standing there, pipe just resting on the table next to the map, sword at her waist, her old age having bent her back, but still standing straighter than many people would in this sort of situation. Looking over the map, and as you all make your way into the room, she looks up, and for those of you who have interacted with Granny Hu in the past, she is not an individual of great emotional showing. She tends to remain more stoic than just about anyone else you meet, so it's a bit surprising to all of you to see the rare smile grace her face as she looks up at you all.
Cyan steps forward and does a very, very kind of deep bow. Granny who?
She just nods her head at you.
Kumori also follows suit.
Yeah, Buckthorn is not particularly formal. He just waves. He doesn't get human bows and stuff. He's just like, hey.
She almost seems like she debates waving at you in return, but then just sort of lets out a small chuckle. Well, I'm glad to see that more competent people managed to survive everything that's happened so far.
Yeah, we've kind of been going around town trying to help with the situation.
How are things over here, Granny?
Thankfully, it doesn't seem like the monsters have made their way this far east as of yet. And she'll start gesturing to the map, pointing to some of the areas where the 8 paces pieces are more closely congregated. And you get the sense that these are sort of used to denote monster sightings in the area. Most of what's been spotted is centralized in downtown, over by the tea house, the abandoned estates. Mercantile Street has been a sighting of some strange abominations. People have reported all of the cutlery and cooking supplies almost coming to life and attacking people on those roads. And from what we've been able to gather, we've had some decent sightings over the river over in Southbank.
Well, we've walked through most of Southbank, and there are some things out there. There's a bunch of people holed up at Old Matsui's as well.
Yes, we've been to Old Matsuki's before this.
Good to hear that they're doing okay.
He has
Folks wouldn't die that easily.
he has a plan that hopefully will help resolve some of this.
Oh.
We're going to relight the Eternal Lantern.
Oh. Well, I suppose
We've blessed 3 copper coins already, and we just need to get back to the other side of the river.
Real quick, before all that about the lantern, how did you cross the river in the first place?
With
We
the
repaired
boat.
some. Yeah, we repaired some boats and crossed over.
All right then,
It was-
that is a way of doing it for sure.
Well, the bridge is guarded by what's that thing? And he looks at the others. Oh yeah, Buso.
Buso.
Buckthorn doesn't quite know. He just is kind of saying what he heard everybody else say.
She just sort of shrugs her shoulders when you say that, as if it's something important.
I don't know. It's a monster drinking a bunch of wine or something. It's got
Monster
a big
is
old
what's
cup.
important to know.
Yeah, and they had that creature also had some gremlins celebrating with it. So it's not safe to cross the bridge currently.
I wouldn't give to squish all of them under my boot. Well, crossing the bridge is important, but they aren't the ones I'm more concerned about. From what I've heard, the monsters have a brain. Something going by the name Modo Q. Some sort of either yokai or human with maybe occult powers, who's been running shop downtown.
Maybe I heard a lot of clanging, something really big when we were closer over that way.
That probably corroborates the stories of the silverware attacking people.
I guess if you just to help keep your information intact, there's also some people holed up in the clinic still.
And you didn't bring them over here?
My uncle thought that it would be unsafe for them since they're quite injured, Granny. So he's taking care of them while in there. It
There's
would
a
be
guardian
hard to.
Pinches the bridge
Yeah.
of her nose.
There's a guardian spirit that's been assisting him, so we
Kind
thought
of.
they would be safe.
Manifested recently.
And if you hadn't been there, would they have been safe?
The spirit seemed like it was pretty tough. I don't know. We did help quickly. We did help end the fight quicker. I don't really know. I don't know how to tell how good a spirit is doing in a fight or how hurt they are.
You do realize, and just to make sure we're on the same page here, that if we lose good Dr. Donnie, not only do you, Cyan, lose a treasured family member, the entire town is down a physician once all this is over.
I understand, Granny. And Science voice shakes a little at kind of this admonition. But my uncle insisted.
Well, he already has been stubborn. That's fine then.
Have many people come here for refuge?
A few dozen have been hiding out in the warehouses around here. I believe your mother's here.
Oh, it's good to hear.
Did any of the other Leshies make it over here? Maybe they're hiding out in the outskirts on the other side.
None of your kin have made their way over here, Buckthorn.
Well.
Imagine it would be safer to assume that they've been hiding out over by the salon or maybe even escaped into the forest themselves.
Well, that's probably true. If they went into the forest, they could probably hide pretty well.
Did I recall knowledge on the name she mentioned?
Modokyu,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same as well, but that was.
Yep, same.
Buckthorn does not. He's never heard that name before, so he assumes
sounds
it's
like-
somebody's name.
I get on that too.
Neither have any of the rest of you.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
I'll type it up in chat for you people.
Buckthorn's just like, yeah, it's probably right. That's probably a guy doing that.
Type that properly. Ah, was forgetting a U.
Oh, is Granny, this Modokyu, are they? You said they're the brain of the monsters.
That's the rumors I've heard up until now.
Are they alive or are they undead?
She just shrugs. Again, I've heard the name. I've heard some people mention. I've heard some monsters talking about it, quite frankly, with the few that made it this far. That I don't know, but they are, at the very least, look human.
Hmm.
Whether they are or not, I don't know. But I think taking care of them should be our highest priority.
Well, that's good information. He kind of looks around and scratches his head. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but just so you know, because I don't know if you could see across the river that, and just in case you see her, Ugly Cute kind of walked into the river. At least that's what it looks like. We don't know where she went.
Some people did mention seeing the statue had gone missing, but don't you think the idea of a stone statue waking up on its own ridiculous?
I mean, they look like footsteps in the pattern, and I've talked to the statue before.
We used to think so. But
Uh,
after the past couple of days, things have changed on what is normal.
All the animals seem to be talking.
And so if that's the case, how certain are you that finding the spider will make it friendly to us still?
Yeah, I'm not saying we should look for it. I'm just telling you.
I'll keep my eye out for the spider appearing over here, but we have not seen it.
I would like sense motive.
Sure.
Yeah, blind. There we go.
Ko, correct me if I'm wrong, you have not really had any interaction with Granny Who before, have you?
Unless she was in downtown a lot and liked magic shows.
She was in downtown probably a decent amount of time, but magic show's not really her thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You've probably seen her a few times, probably not interacted with her directly. You know her as the leader of Northridge's faction, and you know that she is a sort of very no-nonsense individual. As far as you can tell, she simply sees... she's the type of person, from what you understand, that thinks assumptions are what gets people killed.
Okay.
So there's a decent chance at the moment for her, in all honesty, Ugly Cute being gone is probably decent news to her, because then she doesn't have to worry about it if she can't see it.
Okay.
It is not an active threat in her mind, but she is wary of it at this point.
Okay. She's just being slightly dismissive to hide that. Okay. Cool.
Were you aware there
Her
was
being
a
dismissive is kind of her general state of being.
Would seem so.
bring up the statue that the others saw underwater. Like, did you know there was a shrine underwater in the lake?
That's a good question if she knows about that. I've had some people mention it to me before. I knew there was a statue down there. I never thought too much of it. It's not harming anyone.
Oh, Gaius and was it Ko who got tipped over? Yeah. It seemed to be emitting some sort of feel. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it looked like it was doing something.
Well,
I believe the water was swirling around it.
well, then maybe we should be careful. The statue belongs to the Widow of Suffering, so if water around it is acting strange, then perhaps being careful about that wouldn't be a bad idea. I would not recommend crossing the water again then.
Recall knowledge on
Absolutely.
that name.
Actually, I wouldn't even really require a recall knowledge. Anyone who is trained in religion know that the Widow of Suffering is a title for Lady Nanbio, the goddess of ill fate and calamity.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I knew it.
Not so much news to report, Buckthorn will say, but Buckthorn just kind of chirps up while that silence falls for a second. But if you're curious, just because I think it's interesting, though I don't know if it affects the situation. When we woke up, we weren't even in the same place as we were dropped off and the other at the start of the ceremony. We woke up way over there, and he points across the river, which is not where we were supposed to be.
She actually seems to pause for a moment hearing that, and there is a deep frown that creases her features. Strange, to be sure.
We managed to get back to town, but it was just I don't know if that helps or anything, but it's worth letting you know.
I can tell you made it back to town. If you didn't, I'd be concerned.
Buckthorn kind of rubs his head, I guess, yeah.
I think figuring out why you ended up over there is something to solve later, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, is anybody hurt? I can use a little bit of my skills to patch them up at least a little bit if there's anybody injured around.
If you wanted to take a look around, see if anyone needs it, you'd be more than welcome to. And was someone else going to say something there? I believe
I was just going to add. Yeah, Tomori was just going to add that our bedding seemed like it had been heavily weathered, as in it had been outdoors for a long period of time. Like it had aged.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that helps at all, but might be a relevant detail.
At the moment, I'm not sure that helps at all.
All right.
Buckthorn wanders off and offers berries to anybody that's hurt.
There's a number of people in the surrounding warehouses that are sort of like when you first step into them, you can see them sort of like cowering in the dark recesses of the warehouses behind shelves and whatnot. Some of them recognize you though and begin to come out in hopes of speaking with you briefly and get an idea of what you've seen up until while you were out in the town. There are a few people with small minor injuries. It does not look like the people who made it here, at least, have suffered as badly as some of the people in Southbank did.
Gotcha. Well, Buckthorn will happily chat with people and give them an update as he's walking around and handing out berries.
Tomori will. I'll leave this discussion to the rest of you. Let's seek out my mother, see how she's doing.
All right.
Cyan will stay and almost straightens his posture and kind of rattles off report the people that he saw in Old Matsuki's, basically enumerating the people that he saw there, the important ones that have businesses or shops on the Southridge area of Willow Shore. They're all there, Granny Who, taking refuge in Old Matsuki's.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as she just sort of like nods sagely as you say all that, and Guwon, the other person who's here, who has piped up slightly every now and then, pulls out like a ledger of people in town and then goes and like circles some names.
Perception.
Yeah. You know Granny Who well enough with how you've worked with her up until this point that that concern she's showing right now is mostly a facade.
Mm-hmm.
While she cares about people in town, she cares a lot less about people that live on the Southbank.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it's very much like, great, thanks for telling me. You know I don't care, so why? Good for keeping up appearances, though. So.
Yep. Cyan understands.
Yeah, you've worked with her long enough to recognize some
yeah,
of her mannerisms, at least.
Looks like they're all there. And then kind of continues on and just say the couple that he saw in Uncle Dami's house, Second Best and Jubei out of Mother's Coil, are both in there,
All right.
safe.
Did
Guwon just
Mitsuki want us
circles
to
few
deliver
more.
a message or just see how she was? I can't remember.
Natsuki just wanted you to check on how they were doing because he knows she is the leader of Northridge, so he figured if anyone would have an idea of what else was going on, especially on this side of the river, it would be her.
Okay. Is there possibly a fisherman that could ferry us back across the river from your docks?
I'm putting water travel off the table now. You said you saw undercurrents surrounding the statue of the Widow of Calamities?
That was in the lake, yes.
Then we're avoiding the water. At least until we figured out what's going on.
I'm kind of addressing Ko. I believe our direction is clear. We go to that brain and try to find out more about this Modu Q.
But isn't... We believe he's in the downtown.
That is correct.
Do we have a description of him, or are we just going to be walking around a potentially dangerous area, yelling out the name?
If you want to yell out the name, you're more than welcome to. I wouldn't recommend it, though.
Right, that's what I was getting at.
Downtown's going to need clearing of monsters at some point anyways. I don't think it would hurt to just carve through anything you find.
Kind of take a look at the map,
Mm-hmm.
the Willow Shore map, and I guess these are the reports, Granny Who?
Sightings, yes. She points at some of the guards around, some of the guards we sent out. Most of the town guard haven't made it out of downtown, so we're not entirely sure what's going on in there, but from what we've seen on the fringes...
How updated is this status report here in the map?
We've gotten no reports yet this morning, so most of it is just in general. I'm not really taking anything off once I've got it on here. Last 2 days of information.
All right.
Do you have any supplies you could provide us if we're to clear out downtown?
I've got food. I need some, but we've got enough people here as is, and if you're going downtown, well, stop by the jail. The armory there should have just about anything you think of needing. Weapons and armor-wise, at least.
All right. Is there anything else that you need help with, Granny Who?
Killing the monsters. You already checked on the doctor. That was the big other thing concerning me. So, no. Just survive, do your best, or at the very least, kill a bunch of monsters on your way out. It'd be really helpful if you do die to actually come back as a helpful ghost. I know avenging spirits exist, so if you could become one of those, be appreciated for sure.
Cyan is not sure whether to chuckle or to remain serious.
You're pretty
Buckthorn
certain
walks.
Granny is actually certain about the fact of if she can bring people back as a ghost, she will find a way to put them
Yep.
to work.
Oh gosh.
Buckthorn kind of walks up during that and goes, "Well, yeah, I guess doesn't really work like that for my kin, but let's try not to let that happen."
Did she just break the first 8th practice? I don't even know. I don't know. You have to call a ghost to its face.
I'm not sure that would
Yeah.
count, considering she's more talking if you guys become ghosts. Granny Who is absolutely the type of person to break the practices, though, without remorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She
was.
does not care.
Oh, she pats everyone on the head.
Right. She knows monsters and superstitions exist. She is well aware of them. She just doesn't care. She has
She's an old
zero
lady,
respect
does
for
not.
them.
Yeah, she's an old lady who don't give a fuck.
Yeah. She is
Yep.
someone who trusts in her sword, and if they come after her for spiting them, she'll cut them down.
And it seems pretty evident that she really doesn't believe the Eternal Lantern is gonna do a thing, right? As it's kind
I
of
think-
just tradition or superstition for her.
I think it's pretty obvious that Granny Who's biggest priority is clearing out the monsters that are downtown. Anything that sort of helps out Southbank is lower on the priority list for her. So she cares about cleaning out the monsters where people are, and then everything that comes after that can come after that. But her priority is very much any monster you find, kill it.
Well,
All right.
let's head out, guys. We can chat about what we're exactly going to do on the way.
That's right.
Well,
Very well.
as you guys were having that conversation, Kuramori, you were going to look for your mother.
Yes.
And you do end up finding her. Pretty easily. It doesn't take very long. Searching through a couple of the warehouses, speaking with people to find Chisako. On her own, and looking like she has been bawling. There are just massive red streaks on her face from pretty much nonstop crying, but she does look up when you approach and instantly just breaks out into tears again before rushing you and wrapping you up in a big hug.
Yep. Responding kind. It's okay. It's okay.
I thought I'd lost you.
No. With Lord Sukiyo on my side, I will prevail.
He protects. He protects. You haven't seen your father, have you?
No.
Haven't seen Rena?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen neither of them.
Okay. They haven't been here either.
Yeah, hopefully they're holed up at the barracks.
Your father might be. I know Yingji took Rena to the mushroom house the other night of the celebration, though, for a small celebration between you all. They wanted to go surprise you and sort of break tradition, but I haven't seen them since.
So what's that second name? I didn't quite catch it.
Of the person or the place?
The person.
Yingji,
Oh, okay.
your
I
friend.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
Yeah.
I didn't quite hear it.
Which you would probably be aware if, like, Yingji knows Rena pretty well, because of how close you guys are. There's a decent chance that Zart would have been involved as well.
Ah. The old troublemaker. That's 24.
I mean, if anyone's going to break tradition here, Mushroom House is right up here.
Oh, that's close.
Just north of
that's
you guys.
real
Yeah,
close.
it's one of the nearby farmhouses. Zart is on really good terms with Luda from there, and has her grow some suspicious items on many occasions.
Oh, Zart. Me and the other volunteers we're going to try and help out the situation. Before we head back towards where all the trouble is, I'll go check the mushroom house and see if there's any sign of them there.
Right. Thank you.
We'll get through this.
And she will just whisper a quick prayer for your protection. Before just wrapping you in another tight hug.
Yep. Stay safe.
You too. It's really hard because I wanted to have her pat you on your head or shoulder, and then I was like, wait a second.
No.
I can't break the practices. Your mother is definitely someone who would keep them in mind at all times.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Everyone know.
you can always break them.
Hey, I just have to get you guys to break 2 more and I win. So,
All right.
The hardest one.
Bidding Mother farewell, I'll go find the others and see if we can spare a moment to go and check on the mushroom house.
Yeah, Jericho, I'm also trying to look for a familiar Kitsune, my mentor, Yuki, if she's around.
that's a good question. At the moment, you do not find Yuki here.
Got it. Alright. I meet up with the others.
Out of curiosity, does Yang ever talk about the politics in the city? Is she like...
She, if anything, not really.
Okay.
The only times that she mentions anything briefly relating to politics are when the guard come by for weapon repairs, or needing her to make something like a new weapon for them, because she's pretty happy when she gets to make weapons. She doesn't get to do that very frequently, but she does really love doing it. You've caught her maybe once or twice muttering under her breath about how it would be interesting to see the conflicts between Northridge and Southbank actually reach a boiling point, because she might actually get to make some fun new things.
Oh,
But those
okay.
are always like muttered
Yeah,
under
they're
her breath when
said
she
in
thinks she's in
jest and
private
whatever.
and said in jest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know she doesn't actually mean it, but on occasion she's like, oh, God. If they fought, do you know how many weapons I'd get to craft?
Okay, cool.
But other than that, no, politics stay out of the forge.
I feel like as a character, Buckthorn is oblivious to it. He just walks around and waves at everybody when he's walking around and wandering around town.
Yeah, that checks out. Buckthorn's
Uh,
just happy to be here.
Yeah. Look, he's not the smartest, all right? I've got a -1 on my intelligence.
But he's got that enthusiasm.
Yep.
More than makes up for it. All right. Well,
So we're gonna go. Well, are you gonna tell us about the mushroom house?
Yeah, once I meet back up with you guys, I'm like, before we get on, I went to check the mushroom house. My sister might be there.
Oh, do we know where the mushroom house is? Is that common enough?
it's a solid, like, 5-minute walk north, max. It is, right up here.
I'm fine with going there.
Yeah, certainly, Kuromori. I'm guessing you saw your mother or your
Yes.
siblings.
My mother, my sister still don't know where she is, and my father, there's no sign of him.
Unfortunately, Granny's not going to facilitate us crossing the river anytime soon. Again, and I'm not keen on crossing it alone again after what happened last time. So perhaps
We
we're
maybe
just at the
use-
point where we just need to go
We just
downtown and
use-
save as many people as we can after going to the
There's
mushroom
also-
house, of course.
There's also the dam we can use.
Yeah, we could try, but I guess let's go to the mushroom houses. Let's just go there first.
It's close enough, and we can discuss further as we go there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On the way, Buckthorn will make this comment. He goes, I mean, I don't know a lot about magic or whatnot, but I do kind of feel like maybe we should try to use that poison and deal with the buso if we can before fully tackling everything downtown. Just because if we have a way out, then if
I
we have to
agree.
run, but who knows?
It's a
I
it's a
mean,
good
that's-
choke point if we need to fall back.
It's definitely true, but how much longer will it take us to accomplish that? And how many more people will die downtown before we do it? If we
Well-
can do it today, then I'm all for it. But
Oh, my thought is if we do get the Eternal Lantern up again, it may grant us a boon against our enemy.
I guess we're talking while we're walking.
Yeah, I figured.
Perhaps.
do we need to hop step?
If you wouldn't mind.
Oh,
And those
I
of you
walk
who
back.
have rolls to make with your exploration actions, please feel free to do so.
I'm just scouting like usual.
How nice. We appreciate it.
Let's give us a bonus of initiative if we get jumped.
Yeah. Always nice. Let's see. Kuromori, it makes sense that you're the one to hear. As you guys are approaching the mushroom house, you make your way up to the building itself, which, much like many of the others, is just a brick and mortar farmhouse, but smells of decay and manure. You can very faintly hear what sounds like calls for help to the northwest of the building.
Ah. Someone calling out for help to the northwest.
Well, let's
Right.
go.
Let's go.
I'll lead the way recklessly.
Charging ahead, Ian. Yeah. Passing by some of the regular fields, you actually make your way towards one of the lumber yards, where lumber is just sort of left to dry before being used. As you approach, you can see 3 individuals currently sort of huddled together in the center of the lumber yard. And Colonel Mori, if you would like to, I will leave you to describe your 2 best friends and your sister in whatever state they may look after effectively spending 2.5 days stuck in place.
Oh, jeez. Well, Kumori Rina is a 11-year-old energetic young girl. Often getting the shenanigans and constantly dirty. Basically like a younger version of himself, really. Shin Yengi is another 20-year-old human. She has auburn hair and green eyes, and she often wears a colorful vest and trousers with an ornate belt, and she is a talented and respected painter in town. And Zart Twofinger is a halfling male. He usually wears comfy looking overalls with pair of worn gloves. He has all his fingers, so no one really knows why he's called Twofinger. And yeah, that's the trio of them there.
All right. As you rush forward at the edge of the yard, you can see all of them they're huddled together, they look exhausted, they look a little malnourished at this point. But Zart is the first one to notice you, and a bright smile seems to light up his exhausted face for a moment. Forrest! Wait, stop! This trip lines, triggers fucking everywhere.
All right.
Little shits set things up and trapped us here. Sorry, Rena.
Oh.
Sorry. Forget I said any of that.
Language.
Wait, you mean the gremlin guys? Buckthorn comes up next to Kuramori.
Small, blue, stupid, annoying little shits. Sorry. Those things?
Yeah,
Yes.
we've fought them, some of them at one point.
Great.
No, actually, no, we haven't.
Oh, we haven't. We got into an argument with one. I forgot. Yeah. Oh no, we argued with some at least.
She pipes up. That's great that you argued with some of them, but I don't think that's going to help us here.
Right.
Zion.
Do we see the trip lines?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'll definitely give you that. Where are these trip lines? Zion.
Yes, I can help.
Did
Did
they just set them up and leave? Or are they still here, listening in?
We haven't seen them in the last 2 days, so I would imagine they're not here. Gico, I wonder what you rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for all of you to see. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, Buckthorn was just gonna say they are little shits, so they might have just set them up and left.
Language.
Oh yeah.
There's a young child here.
He just is starting to use the language he hears. Normally he might not talk like that, but they were cursing, so Buckthorn just says, "Okay."
You can see a number of, in about a 10-foot square surrounding the 3 in the center, probably 2 or 3 dozen lines and wires set up.
Ooh,
Three
cow.
Most of them,
dozen?
yeah, most of them seemingly rigged to the numerous large piles of wood right nearby, and you get the sense that from the way it looks, any of them tries to move out, it's gonna cause the wood to collapse on them.
Oh.
Is there like a central mechanism that I could disable?
That roll, not that you could see. It's probably just going to be just a slow approach of going through and one at a time disabling the lines.
We don't need to disable all of them. We just need to make a path.
That's fair.
Reno wakes up at this point. Brother?
Rita,
Brother!
I'm here to help.
Your sister's pretty reckless, right?
Yes, so I immediately tell her to stay still. Hold still.
Right. Yeah, if you
Right.
didn't say that, I was going to have to roll a save for either Zard or
Go
Yingji
ahead.
to grab her before she runs towards you.
I can try to create a path.
Yeah, I'd say the 2 easiest rolls, or the 3, I guess, would be thievery, crafting, or engineering lore.
Does disable device work?
Those would be the
That
skills
would
you're
be-
using to disable device.
Oh, got it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
use
using the
just
disable
like
device action, but you'd be using any of those skills for it.
Yep. There's a basic macro for it, I think.
Yeah, should be.
Can
I don't know what
Try and
skill
give
it
you
rolls
guidance.
inherently.
give you guidance for the first one.
Awesome. Just +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Sorry.
It should show up as a toggle when you go to roll.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
I guess I could aid with crafting.
Yeah,
Is that
I'd
possible?
aid here. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Aid roll comes first, right?
Yes. And that is a success, so go ahead and get the +1 aid.
Nice. This one. This is public.
And there is a toggle for aid in the basic action macros as well, by the way,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
that you can grab. It's not to roll the aid check, it's to actually give yourself the bonus on the roll.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, you take a bit of time. You recognize that you don't necessarily have to do this quickly. There's no creatures in the area to try and attack you while you're doing it. So this isn't like some things you've potentially had to come up against with the haunts in the region. This is something you have the time to very, very carefully disarm some of the triggers and wires and create a path for them to get out. As you're
Yes.
doing it, Zion, you also notice a number of wires that you and everyone else initially missed that were set up for anyone attempting to disable the trap to trigger.
Oh.
But you sort of notice
Oh.
them at the last second and manage to avoid triggering them.
Tricky, tricky, I say out loud.
But after 3 or 4 minutes of work, just very carefully as a group working, you do manage to unhook a number of the wires and create a big enough gap that all of them could crawl outwards and escape.
Kuromori should be safe.
Right. Follow the path that Zan made here. As I stumble over my words.
They do. The first one out is your sister, and she instantly runs forward and headbutts you. In a hug.
Ah. Good to see you again.
Brother!
You all look famished here. I'll give you some of these rations of mine.
Thanks. I'll ask you this, Kuromori, as well. Has Rena gone to the tea house at all? The Leshy salon?
I would say she's probably been. She finds the Leshies interesting, so she
Okay.
might have checked it out before.
After she hugs you, and she's still holding on to you, but she's just staring at you, Buckthorn. Just like
Buckthorn,
wide-eyed.
Buckthorn does not seem put off by that, and he makes a berry appear. He's like, "You hungry?"
Whoa! Can I eat that?
Oh. Yes, it will make you feel better.
And I just hand it to her.
I forgot about the berries. I guess offering rations not quite the same thing.
You're not sure she even chews the berry. It might just go in and get swallowed instantly. But she devours it.
Once they're all out, did they all make it out? I assume?
Yeah, all of them have crawled out. Zart and Yingji seem to be giving Kuromori and Rena the small reunion, just sort of remaining quiet and off to the side.
Yeah, I'm glad you're all safe.
Good to see you're safe as well. Thank you, by the way.
Should we maybe set it off now, just so that it's not like a danger for anyone else now that everybody's out of the way?
Would the noise attract the Jenkins back, you think?
Oh, that's a good point. We probably shouldn't do it while she's here.
It'd be probably
Yeah.
best to disarm them all, seeing as so we don't know how destructive it would be to collapse this all. The last thing we want after all this is damaged supplies.
I suppose that's true.
All right, I can do it again. Just watch my back for any
Sure.
creatures.
I won't require another roll from you. We'll just say you guys are taking a little bit of time, maybe 10, 15 more minutes to fully disable the trap.
Sure.
Such that it should not trigger at all in the future and everyone is safe.
You guys should come back with us to Granny Who's. There's a bunch of people holed up there.
Including our mother, Mina.
Mom's there?
Yes.
Yay, 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 yay. She starts like spinning in circles saying yay repeatedly. Zart sort of like rubs a couple of his fingers. I mean, this reminds me of that time. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's not the best time for stories, though.
What? Fine.
Is this the halfling?
Yeah.
He is a halfling.
I will talk to him in halfling. You can tell me.
Oh, buddy, we are going to be good friends. He responds in halfling. Let me tell you, last time I lost a finger, not nearly as interesting as this time.
I'd like to point out he has all his fingers.
Yeah.
I take a look. We're like, do halflings have more than 10 fingers?
I mean, it depends on where you get the extras from, but not normally, no.
All right. So how did you lose them?
But I grew them back. That's the thing. I lose them, they come back. But last time I got it stuck in this really gnarly tree bowl, and when I pulled out, it was just gnawed half off. Just kind of got rid of the rest so it could grow back from scratch, you know?
I raise my kind of eyebrow towards Kuromori. Like,
I'm
You're
not even going
speaking
to
a
require a
language.
check for you to know that he is making shit up.
oh, very interesting. That's
I don't know
quite
what you're
a
looking at
quite a
me. I don't
story.
speak halfling.
Yep. I'm just speaking in halfling. Oh, quite a story.
Right?
We should
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna take a few days for these toes I lost to grow back, but you know.
Those
I
are
assume
probably
we're
complete. We're walking back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. No blood or anything.
Buckthorn will offer the other 2 berries if they want them. He just likes to hand them out.
Yo.
I walk back. Yingji, it's good to see you're safe.
Well, someone has to keep these two in line. Granted. you don't even know how many times Zot was going to trip one of those wires just to see. Maybe they were fake. My God. I have not slept in 3 days now. I'm going to kill him if he tries this again. Just want to make sure you're aware, because we might need your magic to bring him back.
I'll keep that in mind. Me and the other volunteers, we're going to check back this town.
You have fun with that. You stop by Mercantile Street at all, see if my last painting's still up, will you? Didn't get around to selling it.
If I get the chance, I will certainly check in on it.
Great. Last thing I need is to be down on rent for the month because painting couldn't sell. Actually, yeah, well, I might end up moving in for a month, just to let you know.
No. Presumably, as long as our home's still intact, that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, true, you are downtown, aren't you?
Yes, I haven't been able to get there yet.
Yeah, what you guys should watch out for, which we've seen a bunch, are bugs that got really big.
Bugs that got really big.
Yeah, giant centipedes and cockroaches.
Yeah, that could talk.
Yeah. I'm sorry, did you just say they could talk?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll say kill, maim, flesh, bones, food.
They're really hungry.
Yeah, they're really hungry.
I've
That's right.
decided. I'm moving out. I'm just going to leave town. It was nice knowing you all. I'm just going to go disappear into the woods.
That's kind of where they hang out the most.
Yeah.
Au contraire, I think they're mostly in town right now, right?
Not really.
I mean, if
Other
probably if
things
you
are in town.
I mean, if you got far away enough, you'd probably be fine.
That's
Very
not
distant laugh.
not a guarantee, though. We don't know how far this thing goes outside Willow Shore.
I'm moving to Kara High after this. Just letting you know.
Oh,
This is too much for me. It's been great knowing you. Good friends, but if I'm gonna have to sell paintings, one way or another, I'm going somewhere where I get an ocean view doing it. Should be lovely this time of year. Which all of you would know, Kara High is the sort of fortress town, a couple dozen miles east along the coast of the Sea of Ghosts. It's Willow Shore's most important trade partner, so most of you should know about the town.
Totally knew about it.
Totally.
Of course.
Buckthorn just like he's just dropping bits. He's like, maybe if this is all over, I'll go back and see Canarthy. And that doesn't mean anything to any of you guys. He just says that as if like you guys should know who he's talking about.
Zart looks at you. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I have seen him. How's he doing?
And Buckthorn shrugs. I haven't seen him in I don't know 20 years.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm sure he's doing fine.
I sense mode to see if he actually knows that name.
I don't think you need to roll sense motive.
Okay.
He's
I'm
I'll just roll.
100%
I'll just
lying.
roll. I'll just roll my eyes.
Yeah.
I'll just ask him if he's been to a village I just made up to the east.
You know, I haven't been there, but it's been on my radar. So, I mean, Yingji, if you're going to Karahai, maybe I'll go there once this is all done. Be nice. Get a good summer home there, vacation for a little while.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
I just tell Kuromori, what a character.
You have a
He's a-
choose your
he's-
own adventure novel as a friend.
He's interesting to hang around. Yeah.
All the stories you might have heard.
By the way, I have distinctly noticed none of you are calling Kentaro here Forest, which means I'm better friends with him than the rest of you are. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah, his nickname of his close friends is Forest, because Mori means forest.
Like, you can still be friends with him, but I want to make it... You know, there's a hierarchy, right? I'm at, like, the best friend level. You all are at friend level.
Of course, of course.
Cool. Just checking.
But has he carried you through the forest while you're on his back?
What was that?
Forest, there's
Quick
woods
check.
right here.
I'm
He's gonna try and jump on your back.
out of character. I'm making a very obscure Forrest Gump joke.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he cares. I think he heard that and he's gonna try and jump on your back, Kentaro.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. I see the woods over there.
No, we're going to Grand Hughes.
What? Come on. He just said we gotta go.
Well, just so you know, we woke up in the woods, not where we were supposed to after the ceremony, and got attacked by giant centipedes. So, you know, gotta worry about it.
So there are
Might want
centipedes
to
in
be-
the woods. Ugh.
Careful. Lots of creepy things trying to kill you. So, best be safe.
The spirits are unusually active as well.
Oh. Have you talked to any spirits?
We've talked. Yeah, we've encountered a few.
Sorry, Kuromori, are we scaring your sister a little bit too much?
You're not sure she's heard any of this conversation, and she is just staring at Buckthorn. She's like holding on to like the side of Kuramori's shirt as you all walk, and just staring.
Like in fear or just like wonder?
Wonder.
Wonder,
Gotcha.
yeah, totally wonder.
I guess, yeah, the Leshies are kind of weird when you think about it, and we all look different.
You look hard.
I am, and he knocks himself, and he sounds like a big, like thorny root, like he is like hardwood.
How do you move?
I don't know. It says, I just can. This is how Canarthi made me.
Who's this Canarthi you keep speaking of?
Oh, yeah. I guess he wouldn't really like people. He only likes plants. He's a green man.
Like your deity?
Yeah, basically. He lives, and I just point way, like, deep into the forest, way north. Way over there. Deep in the woods.
Huh.
For my reference,
Right.
Buckthorn, how many miles north would you say?
I don't know how big. Like, this is what's like in the map, I could like ping. Like, could I see the? Do you have a world map I can pull up?
I do not of Tian Sha.
I would say it's probably like 50 miles north.
Okay.
Like he wandered a good ways before he found like deep in the forest where there's nothing but plants.
That sounds good. I can absolutely work with that. Yeah, I've got a map of the surrounding 12 miles or so.
Yeah, he's further out than that, I would assume.
Cool.
Buckthorn basically got told when he decided he wanted to wander off that there's a town that way where there's other Leshies that live, and so he was like, okay, and he wandered down to Willow Shore like 15 years ago.
Sounds good.
Was he the one who brought you into existence?
Kind of, and he kind of like scratches his head, like, think about it. My spirit already existed, but Canarthy made me the body that I'm in and helped me take it over, I guess you could say.
Oh, interesting. So if you, gods forbid, die, do you return to Canarthy?
Not necessarily, but I do become a spirit again. He's thinking about it and he scratches his head. I remember I used to live, and he points like towards the northeast. There's like another gigantic forest that's literally called this Forest of Spirits, I think is what it is, in Tian Sha. I used to live over there at one point. The thing is whenever we, I guess you would say, die, we don't really remember very much about what happened before or since.
Oh, oh, I see. So it's like you're a totally new Leshy once again.
Yeah, I think from what I know, we kind of are similar. We're usually kind of similar in personality. I don't know, but we're the same spirit, but we don't always have the same memories. I know another green man called, I think his name was Lorcage, was the one that gave me my last body, or at least the only one I can kind of remember.
Oh,
So
very
you're like a
interesting.
small version of Ugly Cute.
Yeah, I guess you say that. That's why I said I won't come back as a ghost, because I don't have a spirit like you guys. At least that's what I've been told.
I'm sure Guy Hu was joking about us becoming ghosts.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't think so, Kuromori.
Oh.
Uh, She's likely, if ever we do come back as ghosts, she would prefer that we're the helpful kind.
I guess we
That's
make
so
it back
easy.
to Granny Who's. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. You guys are free to return at Granny Who's at this point and drop off Rina, Yingji, and Desart with some of the other people. Your mother is extraordinarily grateful, Kuromori, that Rina is brought back.
Yep. I'll do my best to find father.
He's still okay. I can feel it. He's still okay.
Oh, character. No, oh, character. No, he's not.
Look, killing off any family members this early into the campaign is just low-hanging fruit. If I want to cause true trauma, I can't do it at the beginning. I gotta make
That's
you
true.
think they're all safe, and then stab them with a butter knife later. Don't worry, I have plans for them all.
Oh god.
Nothing.
Alright. Yeah, we have to decide what's next for us. We have the Buso downtown, Eternal Lantern, this mod DQ.
I mean, Marty Q is probably in downtown. Maybe I guess that's what it sounds like. But
That's right.
I kind of want to light the lantern and deal with the Buso. But if there's no way to do it, with uh, I mean, we could try to cross the dam.
Oh,
Mechanically, what is involved with crossing the dam?
balance.
Very
Is that
good
the-
balance is needed to
So
cross
it's
the dam.
acrobatics to get across. Okay.
So crossing the dam
Oh.
specifically
Yeah.
is multiple acrobatics checks. Because the bridge or the dam itself will be extremely slippery and quite narrow at a number of times. So it would be a very tense crossing and would require multiple acrobatics checks per person with a
Ooh.
decently solid DC for your level.
Okay, that's not really
If we
looking
fall
very.
in, we're screwed.
It would not end well for one of you to fall into the water, no.
I only have +1 acrobatics, so I'm not really
Yeah.
super excited about that idea now.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
I'm-
bit rough.
I have a +3, but I'm not trained, so. I mean, the other option is take the boats back across, which is also something I don't want to do.
You don't want to say hi to the spirits again?
No.
Oh, that's.
Why not? They're
I
so
think
friendly.
we should.
They just want you to swim with them.
I think we should head to downtown.
Yeah, if going by waters out is ruled out, and that dam is too slippery, then
I guess we don't have much of a choice. Yeah, I guess the only other thing we'd do if we wanted to, although it'd take a long time, is to try to sneak around and come in from the west and not go through much of downtown to try to get to the bridge,
you want to go through the forest.
or just the outskirts. But yeah, the edge of the forest.
The closest bridge like on the northern end of the Seba Creek, if you wanted to get around and then come take the southern bridge back around, is like 1.5 miles north of the edge of town. It's pretty far.
No, I was talking about if we went like around, avoided downtown, and then came down, and we wouldn't have to go through all of downtown.
Oh,
to,
are you
like,
talking about to get to the bridge?
Yeah,
I
that
see.
was.
That's still effectively downtown. Pretty much this, like, here to here was what Granny Who had pinged as, like, heavy monster sightings.
And where's the barracks that Kuromori was talking about?
The barracks themselves are going to probably be right about here.
Very close to his house.
Yes, yeah. This whole area is a little weird because the map just gives like a downtown Willow Shore and is like, here's 10 different buildings that are in downtown.
Oh,
We're not giving you exactly where they are like we are with other buildings. Best of luck.
Well,
We just need to be careful.
Actually, let me check and
Yeah.
confirm.
I guess we have to go.
The
haven't got very
barracks
quite old, so-
specifically would actually probably be this building. So,
Oh, just right by the bridge.
yeah, it's pretty close to the bridge. You would know there's like a big stable and open training field behind it. Right around like this area is the governor's mansion. There's a bathhouse in there somewhere. There's a like little performance outdoor theater. There's Tree Sparrow's Rest, which is a small inn. So there's a lot downtown. There is the old Cerulean Tea House, of course.
Their tea's not as good as ours.
You've also been shut down for a while since the owner
Yeah.
died.
Oh yeah, I think I never read something about that.
I guess we have to go. So no
Alright.
sense in waiting.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I will do seeking for my activity.
Yeah, anyone who's got roles for their activities is more than welcome to.
Where do you want us to stop?
Right about. Sorry, did not mean to hit pause. Right about there, right around when you're hitting the edge of Mercantile Street. Actually, I'd say even before then, probably here, based off of some of those perception checks.
Zoom.
We don't even have any evidence that lighting the thing will do anything to what's already here. How did it even shut off in the first place?
That's a great question. You've only got legends and conjecture.
I mean, it can't hurt.
I believe it'll protect the town. I just don't.
I mean,
Like,
hey, you
somehow,
got coins
somehow it got
blessed.
shut off. Yeah.
We're halfway
Somehow
done.
they shut it off. So like they got to town even with the shield up,
Mhm.
essentially.
Unless somebody shut it off and there's traitors in our midst.
Cyan, I want to make it very clearly just how poorly you are stealthing during this time period. It is quite obvious to everyone that Cyan just has potentially other things on his mind at the moment, and he's not fully paying attention
Definitely.
to where he steps.
Yeah, he's kind of in a weird place. Coming from Southbank to Northridge and meeting Granny Who again. Kind of his superstition mind down south just switched to practical mode. It's like, why am I thinking this way?
Gaius, you are the one this time to hear that strange clattering sound coming in your direction as you make your way down the street. But not just the clattering, the humming, and the off-key singing that can be heard above the din of the clatter of cookware.
What language? Or do I understand the language?
That's a great question. Yeah, it's just in common.
What, I guess a recall knowledge on what they are singing?
Sure. I don't have lyrics for you or anything. I'm not singing for you.
Ow.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
In all honesty, you're not even sure it's an actual song. It's just words being given a really off-key tune. It's singing about carving things up effectively.
Singing Cutlery Swarm or something. Yay.
No. What? I hope it's not in our swarm.
Right now, the
There's-
sound is probably coming from maybe 400 feet away.
Well,
Pretty
based on what
There's-
Granny said something about silverware coming to life and attacking people. Would that have triggered like the sound is like the sound of forks and knives and stuff?
Oh,
just
absolutely.
hitting-
And Buckthorn,
Okay.
I believe, managed to gather the information as well yesterday when he was
Yeah.
making perception checks. You're fairly certain this is the sound as if hundreds of pieces of cookware are clattering together.
Right. And Buckthorn heard it again during his watch last night, I think.
Yeah. That's the clattering sound.
There's
Do we want
someone ahead singing.
Oh. Do we want to attempt to deal with it right now or try to bypass it?
Let's just deal with this now so we don't have to deal with it later.
All right.
All right.
Time to be more proactive.
Then I'm going to give everyone a chance to position themselves on the map.
A parade of cookware.
Isn't that a great scene name?
I love it.
Suddenly we're in
Oh,
Paprika.
man.
I'm going to
Their
give everyone a
ceramic
chance to
pots.
position themselves where they'd like to be on the sort of end of the map you're in. No, you cannot see any creatures yet. But once you have positioned yourselves where you would like, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back with whatever happens, happens.
Buckthorn is up front because Buckthorn is a tank.
For now.
Yeah, I'm at the bed.
I mean, I have the most HP in the party.
I would also assume you guys are free to draw any weapons you would like to have out at the start of this.
Right.
I would just sort of assume we would always have our preferred weapons out.
Fair enough. Yeah, everything's going a little wrong right now, so having them all out would make sense.
Can I be stealthing?
You will be rolling You will be rolling stealth for initiative.
Thank you.
I'm probably going to go... No, since you guys have heard this in advance, you have time to set up. Anyone who wishes to change their exploration action is absolutely welcome to. If you'd want to be, like, defending, casting the shield spell constantly, trying to sneak. There is no guarantee this will break out in immediate combat either. So...
Yeah, I guess I'll start out with shield up then.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would like to do a defend action.
Yeah,
instead.
go for it. Cyan, you might want to be somewhere that you actually have a little bit of cover.
Yep. I'll be probably here.
Sure. Just like sort of pressed up against the wall,
Yep.
hiding behind like a little stall. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and take a quick 3-4 minute break or so. Stand up, stretch, get some water. And when we come back, we shall commence the parade of cookware.
Awesome.
Welcome back, everyone. So, as you all take your positions on the road, readying your weapons, your shields, hiding away, as the sound of clattering and singing gets louder and louder as it approaches. The first things you see are the swarms of animated cookware themselves. Just forks, knives, spoons, pots, pans, chopsticks, everything you can think of. Just clattering around, flying through the air, animated by something. You're not sure what.
Ah, bugger.
At the front of
is
this
swarms.
group, though, is not necessarily what you would expect. Because it's not a person. It's not even a monster like you would normally expect to see, but instead, what appears to be a floating apron, stained in blood, making somehow an expression out of the loops of leather and creases in it, and chortling out this song as it does so, until it notices you all down the road. At which point, you hear it call out, "Stop, stop, 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 stop. Who goes there?" As the entire parade kind of comes to a halt and the sound of clattering ceases.
Be our guest. Be
This is the violent version of that.
Buckthorn's like, residents of the town. Who are you?
I'm the Grey Butcher. But of course, you should know very well who I am.
Can't say I've ever heard of you.
What a shame. Anyway, residents of my town, you say you are? Fantastic. Fantastic. We're having a celebration, you see. Care to join us?
Your town?
Well, yes. Do you see anyone else around here who owns the town? I think not.
Yeah, us.
You just called yourselves residents, did you not? Residents and owner, I'm not sure if you're educated, are very different things.
But not mutually exclusive.
Mutually exclusive, what does that mean?
Ow. You're trying to hurt his puny brain.
I heard that. What do you mean puny? I could wrap you up and strangle you in a moment. But you are not owners of this town. Don't you
And
see how
neither are
outnumbered
you.
you are? Was someone about to say something?
Oh, I just said neither are you.
I disagree. You are the first to contest my rule, but no one or nothing else up till this point has disagreed.
Well, I mean, have you ever actually seen anyone else?
Yes, quite many have joined the parade.
But Buckthorn just like his head is hurting from this.
Craven, most of them, as they dropped out when it got too much for them, but many have joined. None have disagreed. I am one of the owners of this town. And nowhere does it say that the four of you are either.
Who are the other owners, according to you?
Well, Modoku and Gurglegut, of course.
What's that second name?
Gurgle.
Gurglegut. I'll type it up in chat.
Oh god. Yeah, science being just very quiet.
Yeah. I'm actually going to ask for a stealth check from you now, Cyan,
Got
to
it.
determine whether you'll be hidden or not at the start of combat. Or fully undetected, I suppose, at this point.
Gotcha.
So, where did you come from?
I don't know the name, but the butcher shop a few blocks back.
Buckthorn is confused.
What does joining your parade involve? I don't see anyone with you.
Are you blind? Count the hundreds in the parade with me. Travel the streets, extolling the virtues of the town's new leaders. And when you get tired, you are free to continue on your way. But as residents of my town, it is your duty to join in this celebration.
I see silverware. Not people.
I never said the parade was only people.
Okay, fork this guy.
Initiative rolls.
Work this time.
Cyan, I'm going to ask for stealth initiative from you. Anyone else may roll perception or diplomacy for initiative. Your choice.
What's my diplomacy? No, I'll use perception.
Ooh, diplomacy's better.
And Cyan, unfortunately, with your stealth roll, your position is known to these enemies.
Oh, got
you
it.
are not hidden from them. Even the forks all noticed you.
The
man.
apron noticed me.
Yeah.
Do I don't know because this was a scene or not. Does the scouting bonus apply now?
Were you still considered scouting as your exploration action? Because I was giving everyone the
Yes.
option to change. Then yes, everyone would get a +1 to their roll, and I'll go ahead and maneuver people as required. Gaius goes first. Other than that, it does not change the initiative order at all.
Fair enough. I just wasn't sure if it
Yep.
applied since we had the little talking.
Yep, since I was giving everyone the opportunity to change what exploration actions they were giving, that is the point of scouting. So you are more than welcome to get that buff on everyone. And Gaius, that means you are going first here.
All right. We'll do good old faithful of exploit vulnerability.
All right. Against the Grey Butcher, as he is called. He's an
Yes.
apron. He's weak to slashing damage.
All right. That is what I will do.
It's cloth. What do you expect?
Make sure that you turn him into ribbons.
You shut up.
Go ahead and just double move on up. And that is my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the Grey Butcher. Who is going to... is just going to use one action to fly forward a little bit, and then use its last two actions to ready a strike for anyone that approaches. On to the cookware. Yes, very good. He's gonna just fly forward 60 feet. And that's gonna do it for his turn. Cyan, we're up to you.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of peeking through this stall
Yeah.
and doing a recall knowledge on the butcher. Try
Sure.
to see its resistances.
Sounds good. Being a flying piece of cloth, as far as you can tell, something like it is probably going to be pretty resistant to impact. So bludgeoning damage is probably not going to be nearly as effective as something like slashing or piercing would be.
All right. Kind of copying Gaius' lead. Bludgeoning won't be very impactful to this cloth.
All right, and that will make it off guard to you.
Yep. And does it have lesser cover from where I am?
From where you are, no, it wouldn't, because that
Okay.
stall's not really enough to provide any cover.
Got it.
Um,
I'm
Like,
gonna
I'd
strike
say it
then.
was enough to try and give stealth cover, but not really lesser cover or anything of the sort. So, what is the range of your gun?
It's 100 feet.
100. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Those
I
got
checked
good
it out
range.
first.
But you can still shoot past that range. It's just a range increment. Oh!
Get wrecked.
Alrighty
Yeah.
then.
Get reeked.
Goodness gracious, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, and he's flat-footed.
Yup,
Come
and you get deadly
on.
D8 here.
Yeah, give me good rolls.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Instant half health.
Pretty awesome. And I'm just gonna continue hitting it.
Let's do that again.
Yeah. No. Too
That
bad.
is not going to hit.
Oh, I missed it, but okay.
Alright.
Right. That's it.
Believe that will bring
enter.
us to Kuromori's turn.
It's time to dispute your ownership to this town. Let's see if we can't burn that guy down real quick. So cast it. Oh, is he in range though? Yes. He's gonna get a good old divine lance.
Alright.
Yes.
Oh man, they're starting out strong.
Alrighty.
Okay, points of spirit damage.
He just kind of wiggles around in the air, and screams in pain.
Don't clump together. That would be my turn.
All right.
Move and 2 action, John.
That will bring us to Buckthorn.
Sure. So Buckthorn is going to stride. I think I've got 25 feet of movement, so I'm gonna stride to here.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to 2 action elemental blast the cutlery in front of guys because I can't really reach anything else.
Sounds good. Isn't it so nice when the party just has a lot of really strong ranged options?
Yeah, the nice thing is that the blast I can do it,
And I just
Well-
put you in a long, effective hallway.
Yeah.
That will actually not hit.
Cool. I will say I don't know how it's gonna rule this. Maybe it's automatic, but just in case it comes up again, these attacks do piercing or vitality, whichever is better.
Is it whichever is better, or do you have to choose?
Oh, actually, it's bludgeoning or vitality, and it's I believe it's just I don't choose. It's just bludgeoning or vitality, and it's just whatever would work better.
Oh, it's kind of like bullets.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning or vitality. You have to choose which.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll probably be choosing vitality since
Okay.
there's probably ghosts or spirits
Sure.
running this stuff.
So when you're looking at your character sheet's action tab, and it's like the blast 2 action +7 +2 map 5 -3 map 10 damage critical. The next 2 buttons.
Oh,
the
that's how that
hammer
works.
And that,
Okay,
yeah, that's how you change the damage type.
cool. All right.
Just like that. All right, Ko, that brings us to you.
Okay. Unfortunately, all my stuff is 30 feet.
Unfortunate.
I don't think there's any way to... Yeah. All right, I will... stride here, I guess, and... then stride here and cast shield on myself.
All right. Get you guys staying spread out for swarms.
We've learned our lesson.
The other cookware is going to use its entire turn to just fly to here. And enter your space, Ko. But does
Okay.
not have any actions to attack. So, Gaius, that's going to bring us to you. You dare walk away from my animated cookware swarm?
Yeah, we'll see.
You
We'll see
dare?
for that. I'll gamble.
Okay. As you enter its melee reach, that is going to trigger the Grey Butcher's ready to strike action against you. So he's going to get a single attack off. For 11 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Ooh.
And then you've got the rest of your turn. Kill him.
With that, I will drop my shield.
Oh.
I will two-hand this.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Well, there's
Please
a lot of
don't.
actions going on there.
Please no. Let him live. Find it somewhere in your heart to be nice.
And I will strike it.
No. That That will not hit.
I'll hero point that.
Ah! Stop it.
18 misses. Wow.
19 misses as well.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is my turn.
All right.
I should have held onto your shield and raised it.
Yeah, well,
It is now
hindsight.
the Grey Butcher's turn. I forgot how high his AC was because you guys just rolled nat 20s up until this point against him.
Seems like it was a good thing.
Alrighty. It is going to use a 2-action ability. Just, let's see. I can move up to 60 feet here.
Oh, so you're moving?
Oh, yes, this will trigger a reactive strike from you.
Yes.
Because you have Implement's Interruption.
And
Oh, these
is
measuring
it when I
tools.
crit? Okay, so if I crit, he doesn't actually get to move.
Yeah, because it disrupts the triggering action, not just a manipulate if you crit.
Yep. And I definitely do not.
You critically miss. You can fish for a hero point if you want. By the way, guys, we can hear your dog in the background.
Yeah, he's extra whiny today.
You can also save that hero point to not die. Your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So the creature is going to move to here, and I will need everyone whose space it moved through. So Gaius, Ko, and Kuromori to all give me a reflex save, please.
Okay.
As it just like opens wide and flies forward menacingly, trying to wrap around someone. Kuromori, don't forget there's a button in chat you can hit.
Oh, oops.
Okay. Well, it makes
I
sense that
didn't
both of
see
you
that.
succeed because Gaius is the one who gets engulfed by it. So Gaius, you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You are grabbed by it and
Oh,
slowed
no.
one as you are in the creature's space now. You must also hold your breath unless you would like to start suffocating. Your choice.
I mean, both are suffocating already.
Well,
I assume I'm going to be muffled, so it's just...
if you try it, you can speak. You will instantly lose all remaining oxygen if you do, though.
Oh, okay. Well,
And if you run out of air while suffocating, you just fall unconscious. And have to make
Alright.
saves each turn or die. Or take damage, at least.
we will stay quiet for now, but
Sounds good.
but we'll move.
Yeah.
Boy.
You're in his space. I've just moved you next to it for keeping track of things' sake. I guess I'll actually put you there so Kuromori doesn't get flanking on you. And with his last action, he is going to... He's just going to constrict you. He's just going to squeeze!
No. No.
Please give me a fortitude save, Gaius.
Oh, dang.
You need to crit that one.
Oh, that was almost a 20. You will take half damage here. I'm not sure it matters, though.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Well, you will
You're
take half of 7 bludgeoning damage.
I doubt that you can roll a 0 for me to take no damage.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez. You're at
So-
1.
Yep.
Yeah, it was honestly a bit...
Jesus.
Honestly, pretty impressive he survived the engulf attack. So here's the other problem. Gaius inside of this creature, falling unconscious, you run out of air. You start suffocating. So at the end of each of your... You're going to have to, at the start of each of your turns, Gaius, make a recovery check. At the end of each of your turns, you have to make a fortitude save. Where if you fail, you take damage. If you crit fail, you die. So have fun.
Don't worry, I have a character ready to go. So
Well,
No.
the
This swarm of
cleric
cloakwearers
is
can use
near next
2
to you.
actions. Oh, sorry?
Well, I was just saying the cleric is next to you. You might be okay.
Yeah. This cookware swarm is going to use 2 actions to move into your space, Buckthorn, and it's gonna stick a fork in it, which is quite literally its ability's name. So please give me a reflex save, as all of the forks in the swarm just try and pin you to the ground. All right. Thankfully, a regular failure, Buckthorn, not too bad. Silverware has started pinning just sort of like a bunch of the roots in your legs and feet to the cobblestone. Not enough to actually stop you from moving. But you're taking effectively at the moment a 10-foot circumstance penalty to your speed, and while you're in the swarm space, and you cannot use the step action until you have left the swarm space.
Okay.
So that's it, though.
I wasn't really gonna move.
I figured not. I just wanted to use my funny ability name.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
You're up, Cyan. You can see the Grey Butcher has swallowed Gaius, and Gaius has stopped moving inside of it.
Yeah, Science panicking a little. He's gonna recall knowledge on the Grey Butcher again.
Go for
it. For its worst save.
Okay.
Or best worst save.
Yeah, I give best and worst with 1 check. That is a failure, unfortunately.
All right. I am gonna try and hey, I thought you're the owner here. Who's that behind you? And create a distraction. Diversion, I mean.
Okay.
Create a version.
Create a diversion. Very fun one. So this would be distracting words
Yep.
version of it, so definitely auditory effects. Go ahead and make your deception check.
Yeah, I think this is public, right?
It is, yes. That will not succeed, unfortunately.
We're kind of rolling like shit now.
Yeah.
The dice have failed you.
Yeah, I will hero point that.
All right.
Or
Really want to
should
get that
I?
off guard.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'm just gonna strike
Okay.
from my last action.
Save the hero point for the attack.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
He is engulfed. This does follow the swallow rule, so if you deal enough piercing or slashing damage with a single attack, it will rupture and free Gaius.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if I'm gonna hurt Guy as well.
You will not hurt
hitting.
Gaius while he's within it. No.
All right. Yep, I am definitely hero pointing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nat 20 to nat 1. Ah,
Unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
dang.
Your
Alright,
first
it's-
arrow struck true, but this time being uncertain as to whether you will injure Gaius as well within, your arrow just goes wide and does
Yeah.
not strike at him.
Totally makes sense.
Kuromori, that'll bring us to you.
Yep.
I should also mention, at the moment, you don't have line of sight on Gaius.
Ow, shit. That. Oh.
Yeah. He is fully engulfed within the apron.
Well. Damn.
Makes
That
it
kind of
harder to
messes
heal,
up my
doesn't it?
plan. That really messes up my plan. I guess I gotta cut him out with my spear.
Go for
Stab this guy.
it. Oh no, the dice.
No. Stop it. No.
Oh, that sounds like a hit.
Yeah.
Very nice. Roll that damage.
One. Look. Oh, come on.
He takes 5 points of damage. And let me check here. It is... when rupturing... equaling or exceeding the rupture value. It has a rupture value of 5. That is enough to free Gaius. You lose the grabbed and slowed condition,
yeah.
and Gaius comes spilling out of the creature. I'm actually going to put him right next to you since that is where you stabbed in.
All right,
To
my
the
next
Grey
two
Butcher.
actions. 2-action heal. It's not your time, Gaius. Suki will guide you back to life. I did not mean to heal
Thanks
him.
for healing the Grey Butcher.
No.
That is 12 health back to you, Gaius. You wake up on the ground, not exactly sure where you are.
You can't lose. I'm listening to Ace Combat 7 music. That's all my actions.
All right, Buckthorn, that's going to bring us to you.
All right, I'm gonna smack out at this swarm thing that I'm in.
That's fair.
Don't suppose you have any AoEs.
I do, but I don't have one that I could hit that. Well, the one that I have, I don't think is very useful. Because it does bleed damage. I don't think these things can bleed.
Okay.
They are a bunch of ceramic and metal, so... That is a hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. All right.
Oh, nice.
It is not a living thing. So, hitting it with the vitality magic contained within you, the energy has 0 effect on this thing.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I thought maybe it was ghosts controlling it. And ghosts...
Which is a completely fair assumption.
Oh, spirit damage might not have effect on them too.
Who knows?
It might.
You've got 1 action left, Buckthorn, though.
Yep, I'm just going to attack again. But I'm going to try to do bludgeoning this time.
If you move, you're not going to just eat a bunch of swarm attacks.
I can't... I suppose, yeah, my 10-foot stride, but I think he can engulf me. But yeah, I suppose if I move here, yeah, I guess I'll just stride and then make it have to move on top of me again.
That's honestly an action for an action's a pretty good trade-off.
Okay, that's my turn.
And Ko, that's going to bring us to you. All right. Fair enough. Ooh, alrighty. By the way, we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
just. I'm pretty sure I can get. Oh, maybe not.
I don't believe you can get both swarms from where you are.
I miscounted.
Oof.
Unfortunate. But you can absolutely get the one right in front of you. I won't make you place the cone if you don't want to.
Okay, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a place that's standable or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
So does that work?
You just hop on top of the urn.
I think that would work. Going straight down.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be possible to get both of them.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. Cool. So they need to make the reflex
All
saves.
right, go ahead and roll that damage. I'll start with the one on the left. They will just barely fail.
Yeah.
The one on the right will succeed.
Okay, so 8 fire damage, and if they
Alright.
have normal swarm stuff, then extra area damage. Cool.
And which one of them would you like to take 1 additional fire damage? Or would you like the temp HP? I forgot you can give that to yourself.
Yeah, I'll probably take the effect.
Okay. Sounds good.
Temporary HP.
when you hit these creatures with fire, you guys have dealt with some swarms up until this point, if I recall. And
Yes.
so you are aware that area of effect abilities that can hit many of the creatures in the swarm at once will typically affect them more so than usual. And these do. However,
Oh no.
these swarms of cookware seem pretty sturdy. They have a seemingly inherent resistance to being damaged, probably by the property of the material from which they are made. These are an interesting swarm in that they have a hardness value. So they have damage resistance to all damage.
That's wacky.
Yeah, these are a slightly different type of swarm. They still have the same weaknesses that normal swarms do, but they've got an additional funky little ability that affects their defenses in a certain way.
Yeah, they're
So is
they're
AoE
constructs, right?
down?
Yes. So
So his weakness was balanced out by that. Probably.
yes, same value on them.
Wonder if they're like other constructs or when they hit half or something. But
Yeah, that is just an
we'll find out.
inherent construct armor ability. If they have hardness, they're going to have the ability that if they're crit or if they hit half hit points, their AC is going to be reduced and they no longer get their hardness.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's just the inherent construct armor ability.
All right, well, that was my turn. I moved 10
Wonderful.
feet and then tried to burn them both.
Well, I hope you're excited because he's coming back.
Yep.
And instead of sticking a fork in it, this one is going to slice and pound. Please give me a reflex save.
Big money, big prizes.
Ooh,
Hero
that is a
point?
failure. Yeah, you can hero point it. Nice. So you'll take half damage here. You will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is the pounding attempt. So now it's going to go for the slicing, if you wouldn't mind giving another reflex save. Very nice. Only 2 slashing damage to you. Very good. Gaius, you are conscious, laying on the ground. What would you like to do?
Am I holding my weapons?
Yes, I do not have you drop things when you fall unconscious, because I think that's dumb. My combats are challenging enough as is most of the time.
Although your
Waste actions
shield,
picking things up.
your shield's over here somewhere.
Yeah, your shield's far off on the ground, but you're still two-handing your weapon.
You could totally flank the Gray Butcher, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently prone, so
Yeah.
I guess I will stand and move.
Okay. One action to stand, another to stride. Is it not letting you move there? Oh yeah, there's funky walls there. They're gone now.
Right.
I could say no, you can't move there because there's a stall in the way, but that's lame.
I will climb into the stall.
Top
All
over
right.
it.
I will then strike at it.
Go for it. Oh, the
Unfortunate.
dice not on your side, Gaius. I'm so sorry. That, I believe, will bring us back to the butcher's turn. Who do I want to try and engulf this turn?
Engulf yourself.
We'll go like this and get through Kuramori and Buckthorn.
I don't
If
think you like
the
that.
two of you would give me a reflex save, please. squeeze.
Oh, that's a tweener.
Kuromori, don't forget the button in chat, but that'll fail.
Oh.
Buckthorn also fails.
But can he engulf us both?
No, he can only engulf one of you.
Oh.
So he will simply engulf Kuromori. And Buckthorn, you can just... Actually, I completely forgot this last time. You can choose to be pushed in front of it until the end of its movement, Buckthorn, or just to the side.
Yeah, get me over there.
Yoink. Sorry, last turn, Ko and Kuromori. I forgot that was part of it.
No worries.
But, Kuromori, you will go ahead and take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Uh-oh.
As your
This is
head is
good.
now wrapped around by this creature, you are grabbed, slowed, and suffocating. Unless you're holding your breath, of course.
Yeah.
Alright. And it's going to squeeze with its last action.
I'll actually click the right button this time.
Yay! Uh-oh.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah, that's fair. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ah,
You will take
Uh-oh.
double damage here, Kuromori.
Roll low. Roll. Lulls.
So 12 damage to you.
I am going to be down.
But not instantly dead, and that's what matters. But Kuromori does fall unconscious and is at dying 2 because he crit failed that roll.
I'm in super danger.
Buckthorn, get those berries ready. This swarm of cookware is... Oh, God.
No.
Ooh, do I do that?
No.
Do I do that? Ooh.
But
Hey, you're in.
No, it'll attack somebody. They'll be silly to do that.
Right
True.
after I got back, right after Kuromori managed to find that his sister and mother were safe, do I kill him?
Wasn't he engulfed?
He is
Is that-
engulfed. No, we'll just move him up here. We'll go after Gaius. Oh, Gaius! Stick a fork in it, will ya? Fuck.
No.
no.
There's a nice little outline of forks sticking into the stall around you of your outline as they all try to pin you in place, but just miss.
Looks like I still got to bake some more.
Cyan, you're up.
All right. Is Buckthorn not engulfed?
No, I'm just
No.
there.
Kuromori is
Okay.
engulfed.
So I can
So,
be
Kuromori's
flanking
right
with
here.
Buckthorn?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you can flank
Yeah.
with me, I think.
Now,
Okay.
keep in mind, you do not get flanking when making ranged weapon attacks.
Yep. I am gonna release
Gotcha.
my Gakgong
Sounds good.
and drawing my
Gakgong?
rapier. Yep.
All right. I'll move Kuromori out of the way again.
Thank you.
Stab, stab, stab.
And I'm stabbing, yes. Okay, let's see.
Man, it is really hard to
Ah.
not stab your friends when they're trapped by this thing.
Do I? I'm gonna hero point.
Sounds good.
I feel really bad about using my last hero.
Oh,
Hey, you get the hero point back,
I do.
but that's
This
rough.
sucks. Dang. Alright, I
Oh.
think that's all my turns.
Yeah, Buckthorn, you're up.
So the problem is, I can only do bludgeoning or vitality damage. And we
You
have a
could hail
stab.
splinters him.
I suppose I could. If I moved, is there a way to get both of these things with it?
Oh yeah, should definitely be able to.
Avoiding one of us, though, is.
I would like to point out, if this thing constricts me, I will die.
I literally have to like hail splinter is probably the best thing that I can do because I
Yeah.
literally can't do any other type of damage. Hail of Splinters at least does piercing damage, so it actually works on it.
Yeah.
It's the problem that I'm facing. So I think if I go here and then
I think you're gonna get Gaius in that.
let me see.
Because a 30-foot cone's pretty big.
I may be able to move. How do I rotate it?
Hold control and use your scroll wheel. Because from here, like, the best I'm seeing is about this, which gets both of them, but it also gets Gaius.
If I did it like this, I could hit both of them without Gaius or Zai. Like if I move to all the way down in the corner there. So if I move to here, I can hit this guy and this guy with a cone.
Do you have 30 feet of movement?
Oh no,
I don't
guess.
think you could get there. Yeah, that's the best you could get.
Well then, there's definitely a way I can angle it and just hit this guy, so that's what I'll do.
I think if you want to just hit that guy, you'd have to stay where you were.
Okay, then I'll just stay where
Yeah.
I was and won't step. And then I can just angle it out into nothingness.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, if you're willing to get Cyan, you could put it like that, and it would get both it, the cookware, and Cyan, who's at full.
Go for it.
Yeah. But it does bleeding is the problem.
Cyan will just nat 20.
Actually, here's a question. Because this is a projectile, if I put it like this, but Gaius is behind the building there, does it still hit him?
I can't see until you left click to place it down.
I'm putting it here, but like it's...
Yeah,
I
it
guess
would not hit Gaius like that.
Okay, so that's what I'll do then. Because
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
But it hits you.
does it underneath the legs. I
Good
will
legs.
I will always rule it that you can place it on a corner of yourself and it won't
Okay.
hit you.
So,
Does
yeah.
it hit me still?
no.
Nice.
All right. We'll start with the cookware swarm. They will fail. They will take the full damage. No bleed. They are cookware.
Yeah.
The Grey Butcher is relying on it crit failing here to release Kuramori. I will tell you that much.
I know.
What?
It will succeed.
No.
Half
You're on
damage,
9.
and it does not bleed. It's a
Yeah.
piece of cloth.
It's just my problem is unfortunately with what this guy, we know he's resistant to bludgeoning.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's hard
fuck,
for you.
I can't do anything.
And then channel elements to get your gate back up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I can't. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately.
Ko, that's going to bring us over to you.
Okay.
It's your turn to be hero.
Yeah.
Would you say the Grey Butcher counts as patting people on the head when he engulfs them?
No.
Okay. Boo.
Alright, I will move here.
All right.
And I will cast Ignition. So snap my fingers and attempt to hit him.
Sounds good.
Do Ignition. Attack.
That's
Yes.
a hit.
For 7 fire damage.
That is a lot. It is still alive, though. Just barely.
And I don't think fire would break the engulf.
Piercing and slashing are what rupture.
Yeah. That's unfortunately my whole turn.
Ooh. All right.
I should not have spent that hero point.
Hey, Gaius still gets to go.
Gaius still gets to go, and he crit
Before
succeeded, so
he
he's got
does.
no movement speed penalty here. This cookware swarm is going to use one action to just come back onto your space, Co. Is
Okay.
going to try and stick a fork in it to start, and try and pin you in place.
Haha.
Nice. That is simply a 10-foot circumstance penalty to your speed while it's in your space. You can still step. And I actually have a little
Okay.
stick a fork in it effect. I forgot I had that.
Ah,
And then it's going to try and pound you.
okay. No. No.
That's a trap I fell into.
No. There we go.
Much better. Half damage instead of double damage is pretty good. Because that would have been 12 damage you took.
All right. Cool.
All right, Gaius.
But I can be killed now.
Ooh.
I'm out of hero points.
Uh-oh. Just roll another one. I'm going to move Kuromori because you do not technically have flanking on him.
Yeah!
That's a hit.
Yes.
Finally. Jeez.
Kill him!
You do have your you did the thing on it, right?
Yeah, he's got the exploit vulnerability damage. So he is guaranteed to do a pretty hefty amount here.
Well, that at least frees.
Gaius, how would you like to do this?
I will definitely be swinging my sword straight down to have the apron turn into two.
Very nice. Just barely avoiding Kuromori, who is wrapped up inside of it, you manage to carve the creature into 1 2/3, respectively, as it wails out in agony and just sort of in 2 separate pieces flutters to the ground, deceased. You've got 1 action left.
Oh, I will try to recall or exploit on these guys.
Sure.
No. What are you doing?
What do
I
you
don't think
mean?
You
I don't-
should have moved.
There's 3 of you in. No.
Oh no,
Gonna die.
they're all like somewhere else.
Kuromori, you are
Oh.
not slowed nor grabbed. Yet at the start of your turn, I need a recovery check, please.
Alright.
That is a success. You will go down to dying 1.
I'm gonna live for another round.
You cannot instantly die unless you get attacked.
Yep.
So anyway,
Good round, guys.
it's the cookware swarm's turn. That will go here. Just Buckthorn and Gaius will be at the mercy of this one.
He's being merciful.
I will be merciful. I don't actively try and kill my players, guys.
That thing had a decently high AC because it was hard
Yeah.
to.
Very high AC. Right off the bat. Let's see. I think we're going to slice and pound. Let's start with the slicing, though. So, Buckthorn and Gaius, if you could give me that reflex save.
I'm gonna say no to that. At least I didn't critically
Yeah,
fail.
at least
That's what
you
I-
both will only take full damage here. And it's a decently low roll. 4 slashing damage to each of you.
Yeah.
And then it's going to try and pound you. Nice. Half damage to you, Buckthorn. And half damage to you, Gaius. Very nice. Only 2 damage apiece here. And Cyan, that brings us to you.
Alright. Is there something I can do to help out Kuromori?
Do you have a healer's toolkit on you?
I do not.
I'll help him on my turn.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you need
I
healer's
actually
toolkit,
I actually have the
one
heal
on.
spell as well, so.
Alright, I'll do what I do best and just stab
Sure.
and strike. Do I get flanking?
At the moment, you would not have flanking against it. I don't believe so.
Can you even flank swarms? Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, okay.
Just to flank, you have to be on opposite sides of a creature. You have to pass through 2 sides of it. So you cannot flank with creatures that are within the swarm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just gonna recall knowledge
Yeah.
on this one and well, try to recall the weaknesses,
Sure.
basically, of swarms.
Unfortunately, that roll is a failure.
Alright. I have a feeling it's immune to precision damage anyway.
Whatever would give you that thought.
Alright, I'm just gonna strike it with my
Yeah,
rapier.
go for it. You stab the rapier in, and just a bunch of cutlery just scatters out of the way.
Try again.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a hit. Love to hear.
Nice.
Love to see it. Alright, and you do deal a little bit of damage to it. You do notice you're stabbing, like, plates and knives and spoons. You don't, like, it's hard to stab through them, but you do manage to break a couple things in the swarm.
Got it.
Buckthorn.
Alright.
All right, I'm gonna move to here,
Alright,
and then I'm gonna shove a berry in his mouth.
sure. So I believe... Yeah, that will use your remaining 2 actions to spawn it and then shove it in his face.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You take you get 3 or you get 4 points of healing back. So
Ooh. And the fresh produce.
For more.
I mean, yeah.
Wake up, Kuromori. We need you. And, Ko, that'll bring us to you.
I will use my focus spell.
Alright. Rejuvenating flames.
Yep. So
What? Oh, that's gonna go hard.
I'm gonna put it here, so it'll heal all 3 of my allies in it
Yeah.
for 1
Nice.
4 HP. 2.
2
Okay.
health back.
I
And,
will
all
give.
enemies have to make a reflex save as well.
Yep, and I will give Kuromori the blood magic effect.
Nice.
So he'll have 1 extra hit point just in case.
I'll start
Just,
with the,
just strike the. Oh, you already got it.
the
alright.
one you're in, Ko, manages to crit succeed, fully dodging out of the way of the flames to be entirely unaffected. But the one Gaius is in the space of will only regular succeed for half damage.
Okay, so 1.
Yeah. effectively.
Assuming its hardness is 3.
It is. Yeah, its hardness
Uh,
matches its weakness.
Okay.
So just get a crit on these guys. Easy. Breaks their armor instantly.
Where's that? Oh, what's going on? There we go. Let me get rid of this. And
Thank you
then
kindly.
I have 1 action left. I gotta get out of the swarm. I would love to 1 action heal myself, but then I'm just wasting my time.
You've got the speed penalty from them sticking you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Might want to move away from us, maybe.
I just want to be in range to use an AoE again if I need to. but-
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I'll move down here.
Sounds good.
That's my turn.
It's going to bring us to this swarm's turn. It's going to strike here with its first action. I hope you're ready, Buckthorn. Would you prefer to get sliced or pounded? Why are you laughing?
It sounds dirty.
I'm proud of everyone for going that long without laughing.
I tried.
We'll slice.
Okay.
Now that people have laughed, I feel bad saying I'm pounding you. Ooh.
How do I
Unfortunate.
stop?
Saving my hero point, so
Sure. Only 5 slashing damage to you. And it's going to do its best to stick a fork in you. Stay in
reflex
place.
is not my best save.
That's unfortunate.
It's not my worst save, but it's also not my best one.
And hey, that's a success, so just a speed penalty.
I would prefer that these things make me do fortitude saves.
Gaius, you're back, and it's your turn.
Well, I have to step out of the swarm.
Sure. If you step to here, you would be flanking with Kuromori.
You know I'm prone?
Yep. You can still provide an attack, can you not?
True.
Then you can flank.
I will then try to exploit.
Oh. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
Critical success. Yeah.
All right, let me read here real quick.
You remember all weaknesses of the creature, I believe, as well as weaknesses, resistances, and immunities.
Yeah, it's already popped up for me.
Yeah.
I'm just reading all of the
Would you like me to
stuff.
read it out so everyone is aware? Because I imagine you would just share it as you know it.
Yes.
Okay. Weakness 3 to area damage and splash damage, just like any other swarm. Immunities. It's a construct, and it's mindless, and it's a swarm, so it's got all of those, effectively. Bleed, death effects, disease, doomed, drained, fatigued, grabbed, healing effects, mental effects, non-lethal attacks, the paralyzed condition, poison, precision, the prone condition, restrained, sickened, spirit, unconscious, vitality, and void. It's weak to it all.
And I shall strike.
You shall miss.
How unfortunate. Alright,
You can hero point that if you'd like.
I'm going to save it.
Coward. All right.
Wow.
Kuromori. That brings us to you.
I'm gonna stand up.
Alrighty.
It's like it's not my time.
Not yet your time.
I'm gonna get away from them for now. I'm gonna hop in this. Oh, just run over to the behind the stall here for a second and do some quick bandaging with some battle medicine.
Sure.
Let's see here. And I'll do the treat wound. There it is. Treat wounds. Go. That's a lot of dice.
Ooh, nice crit success.
Yeah. Really put some ointment on those choke marks on my neck.
I believe that does it for your turn.
Yep.
All right, that's going to bring us to this cookware swarm, which is going to move down. And Cyan, slashed or pounded, which would you prefer?
Pound.
Okay. Then we're slicing you. How dare you think I'll give you what you want?
I should be very good at this. There you go.
Nice, no damage. It's because I tried to slice you. Now we'll try and pound you.
Uh,
What?
Alrighty then.
Is having none of it.
damn you, cutlery.
Cyan, that brings us to your turn.
All right. So Buckthorn. Oh, if he's inside the swarm, there's no flanking, right?
Well, I'm not inside the one that you're in, so if you
Yeah.
stepped out, I would be flanking with. If you stepped to there, you would be flanking with me.
All right, I'll do that. I'll step to here. Does that work?
That'd be perfect.
And then yeah, I'm gonna stab this.
Sounds good. That is unfortunately not going to hit.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Sure.
Madman.
I know.
Unfortunate. You wasted all your luck on those saves.
I did. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I still have one more.
Yeah. Step slice.
Place again.
That's a hit.
There you go.
All right. Unfortunately, the precision damage doesn't do anything, and since you rolled a 1 on the die, you stab something, but you don't deal enough damage to actually break anything in this creature.
This is stuff. All right. Sam, my
Buckthorn.
turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack the one that Cyan's attacking because it's more hurt. So
Yeah.
I just want to kill one of these things. So I'm flanked with him. That should apply automatically, correct?
Yep, it does.
All right. So here we go.
Oh, the dice are not falling in your guys' favor anymore.
Well, that was a one action one, so I don't need to move. So I'll try it again.
All right. Hey, that's a free hero point.
Okay, I will take
Yay.
that. I can't hit. Luckily, these guys don't do too much damage.
Right.
As long as you don't fail saves, they're just annoying to kill.
Ah,
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Cole with the AoE.
save us, go.
All right.
Set Buckthorn on fire, you know you want to.
Shall move here. And I shall breathe fire again.
Alright.
I'm gonna be tapped out after this, guys.
Just fight one of the roaming bosses in this area.
For a whopping 4 fire damage.
Alright, well, starting with the one closest to you, it will succeed for half damage. And the other one will also succeed for half damage.
So I don't think they took anything.
No, they took a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You trigger
okay,
both the
just cuts.
weakness and the hardness.
Yeah, so they took 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you like to deal 1 more damage to one of them, or would you like to take 1 temp HP yourself?
Yeah, I'll do 1 more damage to. I don't know, the one in the buckthorn's inside of.
All right.
And then I will delete that. And I moved and did that, so that's my turn.
Sounds good. That will bring us to the swarm that Buckthorn is in. It is going to do. It's going to slice at you, Buckthorn, to start. Hey, that's still a success for you. That's going to be half damage for only 2 slashing. It is then going to move, which is the target of your mortal weakness, Gaius, so that will trigger your Implement's Interruption if you'd like.
You're muted, by the way, guys. If you didn't know.
He's always
Yeah.
muted.
Okay.
Ooh, just barely misses.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
So it will move here, and then it is attempting to pound at you, Gaius. Ooh. Do you have any rerolls? Or would you like to just keep it?
I'll just keep it for now.
Okay, so that is going to be double damage to you. So 8 points of damage. Gaius will collapse at dying 3 instantly because he was already wounded. But he's got a hero point, so he can guarantee he doesn't die. It's okay. Kuromori, it is your turn.
Oh, what? Oh, what are we talking? Oh, stupid ball. All right, just do it. No, I'm gonna do battle medicine.
All right.
As soon as I find it on my sheet, there it is. It's my target. No!
Oh,
Ah!
you failed.
I did fail.
Gaius
Tried.
remains unconscious in front of you. So if he
He
dies, we
would
can blame it
also-
on you, right?
Yeah. He would also be immune to
Yes.
battle medicine.
24 hours. That'll bring us to this swarm, and I've got so many people I can go after. How nice. We'll go after Cyan. I haven't hit you enough yet.
You haven't hit me at all.
He says it. He rolled 2 nat 20s.
How about you
the
roll
whole
another
class.
nat 20 here and waste your crits on saves again?
It's a failure this time.
That's okay, it's only 3 bludgeoning damage. It's a very light pounding.
I just like how he has to roll a natural 1 to crit fail.
Right?
Crazy.
Go ahead and take that damage, good sir.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. And it's already pounded you, now it's going to stick a fork in you. Hey, you're fine. Just a speed penalty when you're while you're inside of it. And that'll bring us to your turn.
Okay. How high are these roof over here?
About
And this
15
one.
feet.
So can I kind of climb it?
If you would like to use the... So, climbing sucks in Pathfinder. You'd have to
Mhm.
move. You'd have to use an action to move to the wall, and then use the climb action to get up there. Which your climb action is basically going to be you can move maybe 10 feet up.
Oh, just then.
It is. If you crit succeed, you'd probably be able to get up in one, but on just a regular climb, you get to move on a regular success 5 feet up per 20 feet of movement you have. So
Oh.
you'd get to move 5 feet on a regular success. A crit success would let you move 10 feet
Mhm.
with each action. You're also off guard while climbing. And you have to have both hands free.
Oh, but Ko is right there.
Combat climbing sucks in Pathfinder.
Yeah, actually, we have a ladder that we can use. We have that feather token. But yeah, I'm just gonna go flanking with Ko
Sure.
and stabby stab.
All right. Uh-oh.
Yes.
All right. As soon as it takes the damage, its construct armor shatters.
Ooh.
Come on.
Ooh, and that's a good damage roll. It is almost instantly destroyed. There's only a few small pieces of silverware still floating about angrily.
Just rogue things.
You didn't even get that precision
That's
damage.
more just natural 20 things of a rapier.
Yeah,
Off.
and
We
I'll
love
just
deadly.
strike again.
All right.
Hope for the best.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
All right. That's it.
Okay. Buckthorn, we are up to you, good sir.
Well, I'm gonna help my buddy out, so I'm gonna go to here,
All
then
right.
here, and then use 2 actions. Guys, get up!
Eat the berry.
It's crap healing, but you're not dying anymore.
Okay. He needs to get away from us as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the best shape, but I still have about I have exactly half my HP, but
You have more than 10
Ah.
hit points, you're fine.
that's true. Half my HP is 11, so why does it show
Yeah.
Gaius as dead instead of
I'm a zombie.
Don't question
What
it.
is that thing?
But that's my whole turn because I have to use an action
Yes.
to feed it to him, an action to make it, and I had to
It had to stride first. So, Ko, that's going to bring us to you.
Hopefully, you can kill one of these things.
When their armor is broken, their AC is also heavily reduced, and he no longer has the resistance or the hardness.
I will cast Ignition,
All right.
the melee version,
Extra damage. We love to see it.
the one in front of me.
I found the crits, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And if that did not do it, which it does, it would also be taking persistent fire damage. But that is enough to light the final few pieces of silverware on fire and destroy the entire swarm.
All right, and then I have a single action.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I guess I'll just cast shield on myself.
All right. Never hurts.
Yeah, can always use it to reduce the damage if I get hit again.
Gaius, we come to your turn.
You should run away.
Flee in terror.
Absolutely.
Well, first,
You're a crit fail away from death.
true,
He's got a
but
hero point.
while I'm downed, I might as well strike first.
Keep in mind, you do take a penalty to the attack roll while prone. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
barely
want to
stand
stand up, strike, and then move.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
All right. Lose that -2 penalty to the attack. Hey, there's an extra hero point. Now you're really set to live. Unless you wanted to use the 1 hero point you had to re-roll that attack roll.
That sounds like a bad deal.
What do you mean? Well, Cyan and then Co rolled crits. Surely you can too.
I'm just gonna run away.
That's fine. That's fair. It's now its turn. Hi, how you doing? If I just move down here.
That'd be a shame.
I'm not going to. He's going to move up here. But it's too juicy to get 2 strikes off on the people around me. So we'll slice and then we'll pound.
Why did you stand there?
Well, I had to heal Gaius.
You could have done it there.
Hey, Kuromori, an exact success on your first one.
Yeah.
And a save from Buckthorn as well. Half damage to the 2 of you. Only 2 slashing damage. Not bad at all. And 1 more save if you wouldn't mind. Oh, Kuromori,
gross.
no! It's tragic
I
to
can
see.
check it. I can check it.
Oh, that's pretty good for you, Buckthorn. Full damage to you, Kuromori. Half damage to you, Buckthorn. Minimum damage rolled 3.
Oof.
Alrighty. Kuromori, that brings us to you. And I also do want to mention something. Gaius was able to confirm these creatures are immune to healing. You could just pop a 3-action heal.
Yeah,
You
but
would
it's
not
only a
have to deal with these
D8.
guys. It is only a D8. It's not the best.
No. It's not really worth it first level. Did he confirm what about spirit damage?
He did confirm immunity to spirit. These
Okay.
creatures are constructs through and through.
Alright, I'm gonna step out.
Alright. How dare you?
And, yes. I will strike.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I can go down.
3 hero points abound. We love to see it.
And I think I am going to. Where is that? Ah, I'm gonna raise shield so I can reduce some damage if they try to get me.
Alright, Cyan. It's up to you to end the fight. Can you do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here to flank it with Kuromori. And stab this metal monstrosity.
Which cutlery do you hate the most right now?
Color.
Unfortunate.
Try again.
Alright.
Never know.
Oh, look how it landed. I thought it was going to be a 20.
I thought so too.
We got so close, but Buckthorn, you must be the one to bring it home.
Yeah. Okay, let me think about the best place to stand. I'm
You can
gonna
stand next to one of your allies to get flanking, but make it so it's got a juicier target, or you can move so it can't be in more than one
If
person's
this spot is open on my turn, I can flank as well. So
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna stay where I am. And,
Okay.
First, let it attack me. So I take 3. I take some healing,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna 2-action elemental blast it.
You would have 1 action to Elemental Blast. Just remember,
Why?
you spawn it with one action, and then you have to use an interact action to eat it. Even if you're using it on yourself, it is not just one action to heal you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about
No
that.
worries. If you would have liked to just spawn it and not heal yourself for now, but it has to be consumed by the start of your next turn, otherwise it withers.
I'll just take the one action blast.
Sure. It's very much like pulling out and drinking a potion. That's a
There
hit.
you go.
Nice.
For
No.
shit damage.
It's not gonna go through.
Yeah, that does not deal anything to it. We're stuck in a stalemate with forks and knives, people.
Ah,
All right. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Ko, get us out of this.
Do I really want to flank it now? That'd put us 3 of us in one spot.
That seems juicy to me.
Fuck it.
Just get the kill. It's as easy as that.
I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna ignition melee.
All
I'm
right.
gonna attack. And I'm gonna crit him. No.
No crit, but it does hit.
Alright. 4. 5 fire damage.
All right, it takes some fire damage. Gaius.
good.
That brings us to you. Okay.
We're just YOLO now. We're like, die! Just fucking die!
Die! That's a hit!
It's clashing through plates and
Oh, Gaius coming in with the big damage. That will
There's a-
break the armor.
Well, this is also his weakness too.
Yes, which is why it really helps. The construct's armor is officially broken, so it is now no longer reducing damage, and its AC is much lower.
run away again, Gaius.
No, Gaius wants it dead.
No, he's out for blood.
I do not blame him.
Yeah.
And Gaius will not
Actually,
quite
I
take
can-
it down.
I can hero point this, right?
If you'd like to hero point it, yeah, you absolutely can.
What?
Fishing
The
for a crit?
damage.
Oh, no, you cannot
the
hero point the
damage.
damage roll.
Okay.
I'm like, why would the hero put a hit?
Hey, crit fishing is a big thing. There's a 20 on every die.
I suppose.
Now, here's the fun thing. It is the swarm's turn,
Yeah.
But it has a juicy 3 target here.
and to do
Hey,
that, it
that's
has to
it.
take a stride action, which will trigger Gaius's reaction,
Ah.
which implements interruption. So go ahead and make that attack, Gaius.
Kill it.
Aha!
That will hit.
Flanking. Yay. Oh, and its armor is down.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And that will be more than enough damage to finally destroy
Oh,
the swarm as it tries to escape and hit all of you.
Yeah.
yeah, we did it, guys.
What an
Just
ass
as my
beating.
song hits a climax.
Perfectly timed. Well done, everyone. I think such a showing is deserving of a level up. Do you not all feel the same?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
believe this would be a perfect time for the party to reach level 2.
This was tougher than I thought it would be.
Normally, you would not level up until after defeating 2 of the 3 big monsters in town, but since this was a very fun showing, and there's another time where the level up is a little quick, we'll just spread it out a bit more from here.
How do I do it on the sheet?
So you can just up your level in the top right to 2, and then it'll give you empty slots for all the feats you're getting here. Since I believe everyone here should get a class feat, an archetype feat, and a skill feat. And
Yep.
those of you who are casters get 1 more spell slot and a new spell as well.
Here we go. Lore master, lore.
Ooh, lore master. Cyan knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I would just
and
have to log.
question for you all. Do you want to be playing with gradual ability boosts or not? I have it turned on at the moment, but if people have experience with it and don't want to use it, I am happy to just limit to regular.
Oh,
Ability
I love
boosts.
that one.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
Yeah.
happy with it.
All right.
I like that.
Then you guys get an ability boost at this level as well. Forgot I had that in this
Heckin'.
campaign.
Heckin' yeah.
I finally have this one, guys. This one's fun for helping protect you guys.
Woohoo!
Timber
Finally got a
Sentinel.
tree.
Yes, the
Yes.
tree.
I can summon little trees, and if the casters or the range characters stand next to them, it takes
Oh, it's
damage for them.
It's the protector tree.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Very
upped my
nice.
strength. Up my strength to +4.
There you go.
I was strong.
I already planned my level ups in
Yeah.
Path Builder, so
Very nice. Well, this is
where
also
did I
going to
put
be
that?
our end of the session for today. So as you all are working on your level up, if you are in the middle of that, thank you so much for playing, for showing up tonight. I do hope you enjoyed, even when the dice are a bit of a nuisance like this.
yeah, it was a roller coaster. Nat 20s and then Nat
Oh
ones.
man, we opened so hard.
Opened
Yep.
so hard. Made me panic, where I was like, oh, he's going to die fast.
He almost
Did.
did, and
He
then we
almost
just didn't
did.
hit him.
You did exactly half of his health with that first arrow. He had 50 HP.
Oh yeah.
So
And I really
was like, oh,
didn't
no.
need those Nat 20s on the saves. I needed Nat 20s on the
attacks,
hits.
yeah. But
I
I
will
will
have to
see you all
finish.
next week.
I'll have to finish my level up later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you
Because I-
let kind of open still this server?
Yeah, I'm going to
So-
leave it open
Yep.
for another probably 10-15 minutes for any of you who wanted to stick around and finish up your level up. It'll also, it goes up about 20 minutes early before session begins if you wanted to show up early next session to finish your level up then.
Got
So,
it.
I will see you all next week. Have a good one.